Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to SciTube. Today we're going to be doing a brief lesson on dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis is a really important concept to understand if you're ever going to pass any of your science classes, but fortunately it's also not very complicated. Essentially, the idea of doing dimensional analysis is to convert units. So let's say I know how fast something is going in meters per second, but I want to convert that to miles per hour because I want to know its speed in miles per hour. Then I would do a dimensional analysis problem, which is exactly what we're going to do in just a few minutes. So to start off, I'm just going to do just a basic math example to sort of show you guys what the concept at play here is. So if we take 3 times 4 times 7 divided by 4 times 7 times 1, we'll get some answer. But if you're actually going to solve this, you would do a basic algebra trick by canceling the 4s and the 7s so that you're just left with 3 divided by 1. Dimensional analysis is the exact same process of canceling things in the numerator and the denominator, only instead of numbers, you're doing it with units. When you have a unit on the top and on the bottom, it cancels out. So to demonstrate that, we're going to start off with something simple. So let's say I have 1 mile, and I want to know how many meters would I travel if I traveled 1 mile? Well, besides Googling the answer to that, if you want to know how to calculate it, this is what you do. So I'm going to do 1 mile times some number to get my answer. And to make sure I come out in the right units, I want to say, okay, I've got miles on top. I need to end up with meters on top. In order for me to get rid of miles and add meters, I need to say miles has to be on the bottom, meters has to be on the top. Now, there are 1,609 meters per 1 mile, okay? So based on this logic from up here, because I have miles on the bottom here and miles on the top here, I cancel those out, and I'm left with 1,609 meters. Okay? Let's do something a little bit more challenging. Now I'm going to say I have 5 meters per second. So I have something that's traveling at 5 meters per second. And I want to know how fast is it going in miles per hour. So let's start off the same way. Only now it's a little different, because I want to get miles on the top because I want to end in miles per hour. So I need meters on the bottom. Now, in 1 mile, there are 1,609 meters. See what I did? Because I have up here, I've got miles, and I want to get to meters. Down here, I've got meters, and I want to get to miles. So I simply just flipped this conversion factor. Now I need to take the seconds. I'm sorry, my S's and 5s look very similar. I will try and work on my handwriting in the future. So I need seconds on top because I want that to go away. And on the bottom here, I want hours because I want to have hours on the bottom. If you do the math, you'll find there's 3,600 seconds per 1 hour. So I can check this to make sure that when I multiply all this together, I'll get the right answer, assuming that these numbers are right. I can cancel meters, and I can cancel seconds. So look, I'm left with miles per hour, which is what we want over here. And for the curious ones of you out there, the answer is 11.2, roughly, miles per hour. Okay, finally, let's do one that's a little bit more complicated. Let's say I have 9.8 kilogram meters per second squared. This is actually an equation for calculating mass from force and acceleration, but don't worry about that right now. Just worry about getting these units to work. So I want to end up, so I just told you I'm trying to calculate the mass of this, which will be in kilograms. So I want to end up in kilograms, and I'm telling you that this number is 9.8 kilograms per meter second squared. So you need to multiply by something that will get rid of this and this. So I'm going to end up putting meters on the bottom, seconds squared on the top. If I just put seconds, I'm only canceling one of these seconds, and so I'll end up in meters per second, which is not what I want. So make sure you do seconds squared. And if we're using Earth for this is Earth's gravitational acceleration, but like I said, don't worry about that. So it's 9.8 meters per 1 second squared. Okay, so the seconds squared cancel out, meters cancels out. I get 9.8 divided by 9.8, so this object weighs 1 kilogram. Now we can actually take that further. Let's say I want you to tell me the weight of this object in grams. So we need to say, so we have kilograms on top here, so we're going to have to put that on the bottom, and I want you to tell me the weight in grams. So there is 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So by this, you cancel the kilograms, grams is on top, your object weighs 1,000 grams. Okay, well, that is the basic idea of dimensional analysis. Post any questions in the comments if it's still not clear to you. And thanks for watching. See you next time.